Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to this beautiful, loving, and abundant channel. It is Mama Manifests here. Hope you guys are well. This is just going to be a collective reading for the collective. And we're going to, I think there's no denying that right now it is a very interesting time. Many of you are at different places on your journey, on your awakening journey, and things are interesting right now. Like we said, they're learning many new things about yourself. Maybe some of you are dealing with some really heavy and shadowy energy. And before we even open this up, I just want to say a couple of things. There is always only two choices. We have the choices of love, and we have the choice love or faith, or we can choose fear in each moment. And so that's a really good guiding message as you have decisions. We all have decisions many times throughout our day. And so whenever we come up to those, until we feel like we have a choice with that we can take with love or faith or something that just doesn't feel really uncomfortable, we can just wait it out. So that's a message. And then another one is these are collective messages. If you did come across this reading, it definitely has something. There's something in here for you. And if it doesn't resonate with your story, just leave it for whoever's story that is. Like I said, we're all at different places on our journey, and we're all kind of going through very similar things, obviously different circumstances, and it's just beautiful. So my intention for this collective reading is just, we're going to outline a little bit what's going on and put it into terms that, you guys can understand. And hopefully my intention is to just assist you with your journey, right? Any blocks that you may be overcoming, any thoughts that you may be having, any synchronicities, confirmations, whatever comes through in these readings come through. I really open it up to all divine energy to come through so I can speak to, many of you. Okay, so let's just go ahead and we'll jump right in. We'll get some overall messages. Okay, so this again is going to be a collective reading. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get some from this energy oracle. I just saw the cornucopia card. I mean, no matter what you're going through right now, very shortly you are going to break through to something that just absolutely feels blissful to you. So if you're going through uncomfortable, tough energy right now, just know that there's what you want, right? It's what you've been working for. An aspect of that is coming into manifestation. It's going to be manifesting. Okay. So right here we have two chakras just really jumping out here. We have the heart chakra and we have the throat chakra. Okay, so for many of you, there's some information. What I'm really feeling more, and this is going to, I think, resonate with all of you, is it from the heart space, right? There's communication coming in from the divine in whatever way that is for you, right? We all communicate differently. Some people are visual. Some people hear things. Some people, see signs throughout their day. Sometimes it's in nature. But either way, you're being asked to tune into your heart space, and that's where you're going to receive these like divine messages on how to move forward, right? You're kind of, maybe you're stuck right now. I'm almost feeling like this stuck energy, right? Like you're hanged man energy. You don't really know which direction to go in. And these two cards paired together are saying the information is coming in right now, and you need to tune into your heart space. You need to tune into your heart space. Ways to tune into your heart space. We can take some deep breaths. We can take a bath to really get in our own energy field. Obviously, heart chakra meditations, whether they just be guided or open with the frequency, wherever you're at and wherever you're guided to, just move in that direction. Okay. So it's going to be a different solution for all of you guys. I'm just giving you examples to maybe inspire you. Okay. So also, for some of you as well, I do feel some information coming in. Somebody is going to be speaking from their heart to you, and you're being asked to have an open heart, right? Have an open heart. Listen to this information with your heart. You know, if information coming in communicated, because like I already touched on, some of this information is going to be coming from the divine. Some of this is going to be coming in the third dimension, right? Where we're at, the earth manifestation. It's going to be manifesting in your physical reality. Okay. So just have an open heart with that. And then another group of you, you're being asked to speak from your heart. Get in touch with your heart. There's something that you need to say to somebody, maybe more than one person, but there's something that you've been suppressing that's your heart space, right? Maybe you've been in your logical mind and haven't been able to get past the logistics, if you will. So yeah, this is saying that your heart, either way, no matter what category you fit into here, in here, it doesn't really matter, because they're calling you to listen to your heart, and that's where all new information. That's what's going to get you out of this hanged man position. That's what's going to help you see the way forward, right? Okay, see the way forward. Get your own personal blueprint or map of instructions on how to, what are my next steps? What are my next steps? Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper here. Let's see. Yeah, I just saw the assistance is at hand. So your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors, whatever you call it, right? It doesn't matter what you call it. Each and every one of you are going to resonate with something different. But there is assistance at hand. There are forces, if you will, working in the background to just assist you, to help you move forward and give you all of the things that you want, right? The things that you are manifesting and the things that you desire. So whatever that is, whatever biggest on your desire list, whatever you care about right now, okay? So we have the love and compassion card coming out in reverse. So this, yes, definitely is indicating to me that some of you really have your heart chakra closed off, and it's blocking you off from the frequency of love and the frequency of compassion, which is a higher truth than that of maybe anger, okay? Because everything is about levels. There's levels to it. I don't know who said it, but I know plenty of people understand that. I know a certain rapper in particular. I can't remember. I think it might be Kendrick Lamar. Anyway, let's keep it going here. So yeah, some of you really have a blocked off heart space, and it's preventing you from seeing things clearly. The answers here amongst your third eye, but that's not what's coming out here, right? You're asking to come into your heart space because there's some residual energies that you just had to go through to get up into this point, right? Maybe, and how that can manifest in our physical reality is, circumstances not working out, people betraying you, people gossiping about you, losing a job, just a series of unfortunate events, okay? So that has happened in the past for each and every one of you, okay? And it's triggered certain things. And I want you to know that all of those things happened for a reason. It's to teach you about certain aspects that you need moving forward in your life to create the most beautiful life that you want. But yeah, you're kind of in this space where it's kind of cut off your strongest manifestors and your strongest forces to be able to understand things and get the information moving forward, which is love and compassion. And that's totally understandable. And just be patient. I'm sure the Knight of Pentacles will show himself. Just be patient with yourself and this process as you go through it. If you're not feeling loving, don't force yourself to be loving. But if you are, you're being asked to go ahead and express yourself. If you're feeling in that vibration of love, express that. That would be the time to really spread this all over the place. But if you're working through some Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, basically any of those five energies, right? Don't force yourself to be a chipper, happy person. That's not realistic for a lot of parts of this journey as we are coming into who we truly are. And that's what's happening right now on a bigger scale. We are all coming into who we truly are. We are all finding our authenticity. And in because of all of that, we're getting all of our desires as well. Our manifestations, our third dimensional desires, amongst other desires that we have in our soul. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. Anything else from this deck? So yeah, I was actually just told to turn this right side up because yeah, we're moving into the place of love and compassion. We're moving into the place of love and compassion. But yeah, moving forward, this is where you're going to tune in. This is where you're going to find your guidance. Don't forget it. It sounds so simple. If it's that simple, right? Why can't we all do it? Well, because it takes discipline and it takes time and it takes a certain level of belief, which you are all going through. You guys are all going through certain situations in your life to see that all is connected, and connect all the dots, right? For yourself, okay? So I hope that made sense. I hope I'm not veering too far off. Okay, we already used that deck. Let's see what this deck has for us. You are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. Okay, so this is something that you may or may not understand or know about yourself, but you are a being that is ascended beyond that of a human consciousness. You know, that's what you are, to put it into best terms. And so because you have ascended already, it's what we think of as heaven, right? It's a higher dimension. Each and every single one of you in this reading at this point has already ascended the human plane in past lifetimes. And, now, part of your mission here on this planet is to help teach others about love. So that's why you have went through all of the circumstances and the situations in your life. Your life may seem a little bit more difficult than those around you, especially at this time. And that's because right now you're being, look at this, right now, look at this. Like, it's 4 angels. Now, I know these are angel cards here, but these are not. There's wings in every single one of these pictures. So the message that I'm really getting here is that each and every single one of you is an earth angel. Each and every one of you is ascended. But you have a connection with the angelic beings, right? So Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, you might be establishing that relationship right now. Some of you already have an established relationship, but they're really calling on you to help assist you through this process. And it's very simple. It's as simple as calling out to them, right? And asking. You just ask and you shall receive, truly. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. And then we have the crown chakra. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in to answer your prayers. So you're going through, first of all, a certain level of crown activation. And I'm picking that from each of these cards, this crown chakra activation. So this is, a purpley, indigo-ish energy. But it's your connection to all that is. And you have a certain level of connection, being the earth angel that you are, that if you haven't already established, that you're going to be establishing over the next couple of weeks. So have that to look forward to. You're going to be developing, each one of you, it's going to be a different level of communication with the ascended realms. Some of you, definitely in particular, angels are trying to work with you and contact you, and they have messages for you. And the best way here is to not only tune into your heart space, but they're also calling, to tune into this crown chakra space. You can type that into YouTube, the frequency and the ideas, the answers, the inspiration, the map forward, like I've said in the beginning of the reading, is going to be laid out. And you'll see that in your mind's eye, or you'll just have a burst of inspiration. And what it'll look like is a knowing. I don't know if I already said that in this reading, but it's going to just, when we choose love or faith, and that's the choice, there is no doubt there, right? That's how we know it's love or faith. We don't doubt it. There isn't other questions. It's a knowing. It's a knowing. So it's less of that 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles energy of going back and forth, and it's more of just a knowing, like you're moving forward. It's a chariot energy, okay? It's when those two swords and the Two of Pentacles turn into that chariot energy. It's just like, I'm moving forward. I know which direction I'm moving forward in. Okay, so we're going to get out an affirmation for you. And over the next couple of weeks, okay, we have 3. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm being asked to guide you in the direction. Obviously, you can do whatever you would like to do, but guide you in the direction to go ahead, pause this video, write these down. They're going to be very important to get you in an energetic space, so that way you may go wherever you want to go. Okay, so here we go. So we have the white buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Okay. So again, just reiterating here. And as I said it on top of this heart chakra card, it's saying the answers are going to come from your heart. Let your heart rather than your logical mind lead the way. We are in Pisces season. So definitely heart space, let it lead the way. Let your feminine energy lead the way as you move forward. That's going to be the vehicle to take you where you would like to go. Then we have the saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. So some of you are really breaking through. You've been held back by fear of what other people thought of you, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, fear of this information itself. Some of you have been held back by that. And what I'm really seeing this week is an opening up, a breaking through the glass ceiling of you being able to move into your authenticity and the freedom that comes with that. Your energetic field is going to be able to ascend faster because you are going to be set free in a way. You're going to be able to show up authentic. Some of you have some serious gifts, okay, that you've been questioning yourselves about. And this is your confirmation that you, in fact, need to continue moving forward with those gifts. They are God-given, they are divine, and they are going to help so many people. Embrace your authenticity and don't be so afraid of what other people think of you, okay? Just for some of you, you absolutely need to hear this. You know, you're not going to gain the approval of those around you right now. It's just not going to happen right now at this time period because you're developing your own autonomy, your own independence, and your own authenticity. Okay? You're finding out who you truly are. All right? Okay. And then we have the mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So again, this really having me point back to you to not only, 1, remind you of how powerful you are, but 2, let you know that you already within, okay, in an ascended realm. I'm going to get a little bit crazy for a second here, but in an ascended realm, there exists a version of you. We can call it the angelic version of you, okay? And there's already a blueprint of plans on how to move forward, okay? So rest, I'm telling you this so some of you can just ease up, lighten up, and rest comfortably and knowing that what you want is literally, I know you've probably heard other people say this before, but it is literally already yours. It literally is, okay? So your soul knows the way. You're going to have to take a step back from life, right? Take a step back from what everybody else is doing around you. Maybe even some of your prior, you know, things that you need to do, right? Like some of you need to clear your schedule, make some time to tune into yourself because some of this information is time sensitive. And I don't mean to like put any pressure on any of you, but I just tell you that because you know, you can get things moving at a rapid rate, which I know a lot of you already desire in and of itself. Okay. So then we have, we already talked about her, but I had one more message from her. Oh yeah. And the only way out is through. So that's that heavier energy that some of you have been going through and it's still lingering. It's about to be cleared. Like this cycle is officially closing. And I know sometimes it can feel like we are on a hamster wheel doing the same thing over and over and over again. To that, I say, girl or boy, I understand, okay? Because I was in the same cycle working through what felt like forever. I didn't know if I was ever going to truly break through. And then one day I did. Okay. And so that is something that each and every one of you has to look forward to moving forward. Okay. But right now, just feeling the feelings, right? Not escaping it through addictions, that's going to create imbalance in your life. And whenever there's imbalance, we have no peace or contentment. We're not able to be present. There's no access to our blueprints or the roadmap, and it sucks. So what you resist persists. These feelings are going to come up to be felt the more, no matter what you do. The longer you evade them, the harder they're going to be to deal with. So really, take a step back from addictions, take a step back from obsessions, anything that you're doing too much of, okay? This could be working out. This could be working, literally. This could be eating whenever you feel terribly. This could be drinking alcohol. I think I've given enough examples for you all to understand. It's whatever you're doing. I don't care. Everything, it could be a good thing. Like we said, working out was one of those things, right? But when it becomes an obsession, it creates and it pokes holes in our auric field, and it just, again, sucks. I don't know what else to say besides it sucks, okay? So just be very mindful of that. This process can be as easy or as hard as you and your human, the human version of you, decide to make it to be, okay? So you got this. Listen to me here. We're going to jump in and go a little bit deeper with the tarot. Just going to get a Celtic cross. It's for some further messages. Okay, yeah, that's the Ten of Wands, and I love that the Ten of Wands is coming out in reverse here. There has been some severe energetic baggage that you have been carrying around for so long, and I'm not laughing, okay? I am laughing, but I only laugh because I can relate. I carried around so much energy. Well, right now, when you release it, it's going to be released. What's going to lighten this load and help you to release it is by tuning into your heart space, because I have a feeling that a lot of you, because you went through all of those 5 energies that we were talking about earlier in the reading, it created resentment. I mean, how could it not? From a human perspective, obviously it's going to create that resentment. And I'm just saying that there's a different perspective to be had. The perspective that's creating this burden is a very dense perspective. And so you're moving up, right? You're literally, again, you are ascending. And so you're going to see things once you tune into the portal of your heart, once you tune into your crown chakra from a different perspective, and it's going to enable you to put all of this down, okay? This is lack of forgiveness. This is resentment. This is jealousy. This is lack mindset. It's all of that. It's past wounds. It's past programming. It's past friendships. It's past relationships that didn't work out. It's all of that, okay? It's, trauma that we dealt with when we were growing up with our parents. Okay? You got it? Good. Yep, and be patient with yourself in the process. I told you about the Knight of Pentacles. I knew he was going to come out and say, hey, hello, Knight of Pentacles. Be patient with yourself. Don't judge yourself, because we saw this, if you're just not feeling loving, that's where I see that for some of you. You're getting caught up because you're judging yourself when you feel you get what I'm saying, when you guys feel just angry. You guys are judging your anger. Don't judge your anger. It's okay to be angry, right? It's important to know what to do with your anger. I mean, because it is an unstable emotion. And so while you're working through it, take some time by yourself, right? Take some time in meditation, tune into your heart space, and that's going to ease the entire process. But don't judge yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient as this process unfolds, okay? Huge message coming through. Yeah, because we have 2 10s here now, and this is coming out. This is what we've been dealing with this whole time. It's the merry-go-round of past traumas, right? It's that hamster wheel that I was talking about energetically, where you feel well, last week this tarot reader told me I'm ending the cycle, and it feels like the cycle's still here. And it truly has been. And you are truly closing it out right now, shattering that glass ceiling. Again, I use that just to help you guys understand. But just be patient with yourself, please, because all of these are all of the things that have went wrong in your life. The loss, the betrayal, betrayal, the lies, the deceit, the abuse, whatever, the addictions. Okay, so clearing that out and being reborn, because with the 10 of Swords energy, it's literally an ending. All 10s are ending. Okay, so while you're going through this process of being reborn, literally ascending, be patient with yourself in the process. Okay, so this coming out here, I'm feeling you're influenced, okay? You're influenced by those around you, okay? And that's great. That's wonderful. It was coming out in like a sideways position is how I saw it. There's so many messages coming in from this Three of Cups. But number one, there's going to be a reason for you to celebrate very, very soon. Number two, some of you are very, very influenced by those around you, and it's incredibly important that you cut energetic ties, as it's preventing you from tuning into your heart space. It's preventing you from your manifestations. It's preventing you from moving forward, and it's preventing you from your authenticity. Okay. Some of you, I'm feeling like there's just too much energy around you. And this is why like the work is becoming hard, because it's time. Some of you, there's endings, right? There's some endings. There's some karmic things that you need to speak up about and end, right? You need to stand up for yourself. There's a lot of different messages coming in here. Okay. Off that Three of Cups. Okay. All right. And then okay. So yes, there's some information. There's some quick decisions that you need to make about this energy, okay? Because it's creating burdens. Your whole thing right now, your whole idea that you want to do is to take off those energetic burdens, okay? That's what you want to do. And how you're going to do that is by taking on this Knight of Swords energy, and it's that of quick, fast decisions, communication. I'm not telling you to do anything right after this, but after you feel comfortable, tune into your heart space, have that knowing, right? There's going to be some things that need to be cut out here. That's just absolutely what needs to happen. Some communication. We saw the throat chakra. Some of you, there needs to be some communication that needs to happen, okay? Some of you, it's coming into you. Some of you, it's going out. Some of you are going to just have that divine dance of a conversation with somebody, okay? And then we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? This is you holding on to the old ways, okay? This is you getting a little bit uncomfortable with the ascension process and starting to listen to those lower vibrational thoughts, okay? Getting caught up in that, getting caught up in your egoic mind, okay? Well, just remember, first of all, don't judge your thoughts. Don't be too hard on yourself. And just tell yourself and that you know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to be powerful. It's okay, right? Many times as we're moving through this 10 of Swords energy, and when we've been in the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, it can actually feel uncomfortable to be happy, okay? And I'm feeling that for some of you. And some of you are having resistance up to actual love and joy and happiness because there's a part of you that feels like you don't deserve it. Well, I am going to come in right now and just say, you are an earth angel. That's who you truly are. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt in my mind that you absolutely 100% deserve it. You are love, literally. Yeah, you're going back and forth right now between your egoic mind, those changes. We talked about going through some Five of Swords energy. I would tell you this. Some of the information, do not shoot the messenger. Some of the information that's going through your mind right now, you're taking it as truth. It's causing burdens. It's causing confusion. It's causing all of this stuff. And I'm telling you, I challenge you to say that as soon as you tune into your heart space, the same set of information or circumstances that you find yourself in currently in your life are not only going to have a solution, but are going to make a lot more sense and feel a lot lighter. There's a different perspective to be had here. Okay? There's a different perspective to be had here. And then some of you are really focusing on the betrayals of the past. You're getting caught up in this place of he did this and she did that and blah, 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 blah. All the minor details, which I have to tell you, when you tap into your angelic self and that higher vibrational version of yourself, you're going to be like, why was I sweating over these small details? The answer here is very simple. Tune into your heart space. Okay? The Five of Swords will then turn into the Six of Swords, and you will be able to go on your boat and cross the river to here. Okay, listen to me. All right, so then we have a lot of this has to do with relationships. A lot of you have been going through some really intense lessons for your soul, right? These were contracts, all of them contracts. Some are bigger than others. Some are more important than others. Some are less important than others. But you're really finding out the question that you need to ask yourself about because the opposite of the lover's energy is the devil energy. The devil energy is controlling. The devil energy is, it's just a completely different type of energy. And these are some of the lingering relationships in your life that you have. They are based on codependency. They're based on feeding each other's egos, right? Maybe a lot of really fighting about absolutely nothing. Just not being on the same page when you're trying to force it, right? The devil energy can also be when we're trying to force a relationship that already has had an expiration date. Okay, so your job is to really find your soul family at this time. And the way you're going to find your soul family is to observe how you feel, right? How you feel when you are around said individual. This is how you're going to be able to find out if this is a friend or a foe, if you will. Okay, just observe how you feel. Do you feel anxious after you're with certain people? Do you feel angry? Do you feel resentful? Do you feel any of these lower vibrational energies? That's going to be your guiding force. And then, the lighter ones that you are being asked at this time to really move toward are going to be those ones that make you feel light, that make you feel like you are limitless, that make you feel like you are loved, that make you feel like, unconditional love, all of that. Okay. So that's a compass that is asking for some of you. Okay. And just, all of the relationships, either way, whether they're on that friend or foe category, you can thank them all. You will be thanking them all, as they all have been teachers to get you up into this point on your soul's journey. Okay. And then we have, look at you being afraid of success. You goof. So this is coming out in the hopes and the fears position. And so whenever there's a lightness in something, there's a darkness. So what I'm really, because it's coming out in this position, I really feel like you really do. This is what you want out of life. You want stability, you want security, you want freedom, which entails, financial abundance. You want the love, you want it all. The Ten of Pentacles is ultimate stability. But because you've never had it, we have 3 tens here now. I point out to you. We have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and now the 10 of Pentacles. Because you've lived so much of your life in this 10 of Wands and this 10 of Swords energy, this is going to seem foreign to you. And so for some of you, really, really know that about yourself, because with awareness, we then have our great power. Okay. So just know that this is something that you fear a little bit. You're afraid of your own power because of how powerful you are. Like if you only knew, right? You're afraid of because it does come with change. It does come with relationship dynamics changing, more responsibility. It comes with all of the stuff that success comes with. But deep down inside, I know that you're going to choose to embrace it, embrace the success and not push it away. And all of the things that I've mentioned earlier in this reading are going to be your tools inside that toolbox to reach for. So that way you can move toward and live in and choose it more often, your 10 of Pentacles, as opposed to your 10 of Swords. Okay. And this is really what the divine wants you to focus on. Okay. We have the Strength card. And this is all about you taming that lower version of yourself. It's really moving from the devil energy into the lover's energy. They're both they mirror each other. They're the same energies, but this is about you as an individual, as a person, understanding your ego, understanding the human version, accepting and not judging the human version of yourself and others, and then in turn, breaking through that glass ceiling of love consciousness and overcoming because of your strength within. Some of you, this whole, all of these relationships in the last cycle that you have been through was really, really difficult. And it's because you have to understand, because of where you're going, you must understand a certain level of your own strength. You need to be able to observe it from your human mind, okay? And so this is a really exciting time. And I tell you that on the other side of this, you are being gifted from you're being initiated, if you will, from the divine, a level of strength that you never knew, that you've never been able to take. It's always been within you. So I want to be really, really particular about the words that I use here, because this strength has always been in you, but the activation that you're going to then have access to as you follow this good orderly direction, you're going to observe it, and you're going to, I feel like some of you, I see some of you like Superman, like with the arm out, with the cape on, like you're going to be running around your house. Oh my gosh, some of you are crazy. But like I literally see some of you doing that, and I just see some of you jumping for joy. Some of you, I see you popping the champagne, having a cheer. Some of you, I see a big nice dinner, a lot of really exciting things to bring in and have the celebration in this third dimension in our earth experience, to celebrate what we have just accomplished. Okay. So that's going to be different for each and every one of you. But yeah, so this has been a beautiful reading. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy for you guys, and know that I will be also doing my happy dance. Maybe when I'm hanging out with my daughter, we'll do like a superhero thing where we do capes and run around. So, you can feel less alone. I'm just kidding. I love it. Wear the cape, do the thing. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste and God bless.